Hello silver friends, this is Joli from Quicksilver Hair and this is a get ready with me video. I am going to do a little bit of a personal update, plus I am trying out some products for you so you don't have to. I had a lot of downtime post-surgery. I am almost to the 3-month mark, and in that downtime, boredom kind of took over at times and I did a little bit of shopping. The good thing about that is I have actually found some products that I'm so glad that I ordered and tried, and I have found some things that I will be using from here on out. The great thing about having some time for me is that I actually was able to use the products for a little while, get used to them, understand them, and give you a full, true, honest review. Before I get started, I do need to make note here, this is not a sponsored video. Everything in this video I purchased with my own money. The first thing I want to share with you is a tinted sunscreen. And here's the thing, I hate liquid foundation. I absolutely do not like it. I know hate's a strong word, but that's how I feel about it. And I used to use Bare Minerals foundation, and it just, after I went through menopause and my skin got a little bit drier, it just became something I could not tolerate on my skin. It felt sandy, it felt gritty, and it actually made my skin feel drier, which I'm sure it was absorbing the oils on my skin that were there. But I've been looking for something that accomplished the same thing, coverage and sunscreen. So that leads me to the tinted sunscreen category, and the tinted sunscreen category has done nothing but disappoint me because every product I have tried, they were either too greasy, too heavy, too thick, too smelly, too off in color because they only had 1 or 2 colors in the range, so they really didn't match very well. I just could not find something that I really liked. So when I just decided to just work on having a foundation and a separate sunscreen, I found the Merit concealer stick and started using it as a foundation because it was really a nice go-between between a powdered foundation and a liquid foundation. For me, this kind of hit the best marks. I didn't have that caked feeling on my skin that foundation gives me, and because this is a multi-purpose stick, I could do exactly what I needed to do and where I needed to do it. I actually have it in a couple of colors so that I can achieve different needs, right? So I can meet different needs with it. Anyway, Merit this summer released the Uniform, which is an SPF 45 tinted sunscreen. It currently comes in 15 shades, so you actually do have some wiggle room to find something that matches. I ordered 2 colors because I really wasn't sure which one I needed. I ordered number 30, which is Fair Cool. It is the one I thought I would need, but I also wasn't sure if I needed something just a little bit darker, so I ordered 26, which is Fair Light Neutral Cool. This is too dark for me, so I've been mixing it in with this one. But anyway, it acts like a liquid foundation. I did find that the best way to apply it is like sunscreen though, so I just put it on with my hands. I did try doing it with the Merit brush, and it just sticks to the brush. It just kind of gets into the brush and it becomes problematic. Like the brush gets oily and greasy and so forth. But the coverage with this is not solid. It's a little bit sheer, but it does help reduce some of my redness, which I'm really red right now because it's 100 degrees today and my office and studio is the warmest room in the house. But anyway, I just apply it like lotion, get it evenly distributed, try to avoid my hair because it is sunscreen and foundation. I find that it sinks in really nice like a cream. So it feels like sunscreen in that way. It doesn't have a horrible scent or fragrance or anything to it. It doesn't have that sunscreen smell that burns your eyes, which I love. So I found that I have to apply it and let it sink down in. This is designed to turn into like a powder-like formula. You do have to get it off your hands from applying it with your hands. It's got a little bit of a greasy texture to it on your hands. I don't notice that on my face. After it sets down, it's fine. The only downside to this product that I've found that I didn't like was when it sets down with that powder finish in a way and it gets down in my fine lines. So I have to wait just a little bit for it to settle in, and then I come back in and I'll brush out those lines. So while I'm waiting for it to set down a little bit, I'm gonna put on my eye makeup. So many of you have reached out and asked how I'm doing and how things are going with healing from surgery. It's going. It's not a fast process. This is something that is very slow, and it is something that I have to just wait and see. I am healing from the surgery as expected, so that's getting better and better every day. I'm still very sore, so I have a very limited amount of sit time. There is only so much sitting that I can do before my backside starts to hurt and I have to either get up and be walking around or lay down, which is how I ended up with all the extra shopping. Anyway, I have found that this may have been a preventative procedure for me more than realizing and noticing results immediately. It can take up to 3 years for nerves to heal, so it could be a while. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new here, there are a couple of videos before this video about Tarlov cysts, and I had surgery for those in May. You can go back and check those out to get all the full details. Anyway, it takes up to 3 years for nerves to fully regenerate and heal, so it can take a lot of time before you can have the benefits appear. There are a few things that have seemed to have gotten better. I'm kind of hopeful that it's true. You know, I'm just kind of waiting to see if it continues on. The thing about these cysts is the symptoms that they brought on came on very gradually and very subtly. So it's probably something that will heal very gradually and very subtly, and it'll be something that I may not notice 100% of the way. However, I do believe I did the right thing in preventing further damage. So there's my surgery update. So now that this is set down a little bit, I come in and smooth it out underneath my eyes and check, you know, where it might be clumped or settling in my lines. And if I need to, I put a little bit more on. And like right now I can see I have a little bit of redness in my cheeks. So I'm going to go in with the darker color, the 26. I just got a few little drops there and I'm putting them on my cheeks to kind of darken that up. I've been very impressed with this formula. I am really happy that Merit created this. I can use it as my daily sunscreen and get a little bit of coverage. I have actually been using just this and a little bit of mascara, and that has been my makeup for the summer, which has been really great. That's like perfect for me, just to have enough to be a little bit put together for like running to the grocery store or talking to the mailman or whatever, you know, so I'm not completely barefaced and red, and that my skin is protected, and that's very important where we live in New Mexico. So anyway, I have had an interesting time with healing from surgery in the fact that I can only sit for so long, you know, before I just can't take it anymore and I have to get up and start moving around. The laying down for me is really hard. I am not somebody who can lay down in the middle of the day. I'm one of those people that once I'm up and I'm around, I am busy, I am doing things, and I am getting stuff done. So that is what I would say is one of the hardest parts if you're a go-getter, that it takes it out of you. But I have been just listening to my body, and when I need to take it slow and I need to zone out or I need to quit for the day, I do that. I just do what I need to do. If you're curious, this is Zuzu's Platinum eyeshadow. It is a soft pink. I have hit pan. It is my favorite eyeshadow. It's the one I use all the time. I'm going to follow that with Tarte's blush in Party for my eyeshadow. Also something I do all the time for a minimalist look. I have a little bit, this is one issue with the uniform, is I have a little bit right in here underneath my eye that needs to be touched up with the concealer to actually be covered. So I'm going to go back in with the concealer and take care of that and get those lines out of there. I'm so impressed with the Merit products. I can't tell you how nice it is to have a product that does what it says it's going to do and doesn't irritate my skin and isn't a problem in some way. It is $38, so it's a little bit on the high end. I do understand though they have created a dupe line that they sell called Versed, and they have a tinted sunscreen also, and I'm not sure exactly if it is exactly a dupe or not. I would like to try it and do a comparison on that, and maybe I'll do that at some other time. But it's a little less expensive. That bottle's $19.99 versus the $38 for this little tube. Anyway, I don't know how people do these videos and talk and put their makeup on. I'm not that great at it. This is still the Party blush from Tarte. And then that's pretty much all of my face makeup. I do a little bit of eyeliner. And my mascara, which is the Ilia mascara. And I get the little sample size, trial size, because I don't go through mascara very fast, and I felt like I was wasting mascara, so I made a deal with myself a couple of years ago to only buy trial sizes. And it's worked out perfectly. I have never run out. It has done exactly what it needed to do for me before I needed to throw it out at the like 3-month mark. I marked the date on my mascara, which I just opened this one. I put the date on it so that I know in 3 months to throw it out, because you should not be using old mascara. It can have microbes in it that can irritate your eyes and cause eye infections. So I'm very careful about that. And there you have it. There's my minimalist makeup, and I'm going to put on a little bit of lip balm. This is from RMS, and it is their, let me see what color this is. It is Twilight Lane. It's a really pretty sheer color. It's got a nice berry kind of color to it. And it really does feel like lip balm. It doesn't feel like lipstick. Nice and sheer. Anyway, so that's that. I had a little bit of something here from Merit that I ordered. And when I ordered the uniform product, I wanted to check out their single pot eyeshadows, which I have one here called Social. And it's supposed to be this kind of mauve-y purple color. That's what it shows on the label. That's what it shows on the website. However, what I got in the jar is very orangish. It's got an orangish sheen to it. I have tried to wear it and it comes out brown on me. I don't know what it is about this formula, but it just doesn't hold the color the way they promised it would. That is something that I have a problem with. I can't stand these makeup companies having a description for a color, and then when you get it, it's nowhere close to what it should be. This was described as, and it looks on the website like it's got a little bit of a purple tint to it, but on my skin and in that pot, it is brown. I don't get it, but brown's not a color I generally wear, so it is something that I have not worn. I did send a note to Merit about it, and they graciously refunded me on that one because it just didn't match what the description was on the website. They don't have very many colors in those pots, but it does feel good. It sets down really fast and it sets into your skin really quickly. So if they come out with some more colors, I'll be really interested to see what they are, because I have a very limited palette when it comes to eyeshadow, and I don't like buying the big palettes. I like buying one single color at a time, simply because it's just wasteful for me to have 40 colors and I wear one off of the whole panel. It just seems like a total waste. Another product that I have ordered that I had seen in my Instagram feed over and over and over and over again were these hairpins from Fiona Franciman. I don't know how to say that. I'm probably butchering it. but I'm sure you've seen them too. They are these little pins. I ordered them in clear, and I cannot figure out how to keep them in my hair. I don't know how they work. I don't know why they're not working. I have gone on to their Instagram page and I have followed along with them as they show and demonstrate how they work. I'll do the same thing that they're doing in the video and it just doesn't hold. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know if it's because I have curly hair or fine hair or what. I did notice the last time that I was looking at the videos that everybody had straight hair. So I don't know if these are actually meant for straight hair. That doesn't make sense to me because most of the time if a product works in your hair, it works really well in curly hair because it can kind of latch on to the curls. But I cannot get these things to work. If you have tried these and you have ordered them and they work for you, please tell me in the comment section below how to use this. I have tried them with a chignon. I can't get the chignon to stay. It comes out. I have tried just pulling it back, you know, just to do a little clip back, and they come right out. This one is sticking out. You can't see it, but the little teeth are sticking out. So that doesn't look good. And it's already drifting out of my hair. I don't know if maybe it's because I have a silky hair type or what, but I just can't get them to work. And these cannot be returned or refunded, so I'm just kind of stuck with them until I figure out what to do with them and how to use them. Anyway, so that might not be a product you want. If you've been seeing it in your feed, I don't know if that's something you want to use or try, or if you have, like I said, please let me know in the comment section below. The last product I want to share with you is from Scene. They did send this to me and I am just trying it out. This is the Frizz and Repair Treatment Mask. Many of you have sent me emails asking if I had tried it yet and wanting to know my opinion. I actually just tried it today for the very first time and I'll have to keep you posted on that. I did end up with the fragranced version. They do have violet in their fragrance and I'm allergic to violet, so when I tried it today I was very gingerly with it. I did not probably use enough, but my hair actually feels really nice. I need to break the cast because it was still kind of air drying. I'm gonna break the cast with my Squalane Oil and let's see how it feels. I can tell that it is not very frizzy today, so they mean it when they say it fights frizz. And it feels very silky. My hair is still just a little bit damp, but I'm gonna fluff it up and see how the frizz looks. I don't see any frizz. It looks pretty good. I don't see any frizz actually. That's pretty impressive. So first impressions are pretty good. Scene always does a fantastic job with their products, so it's no surprise to me that this product works exactly the way they say it works. I have only tried it for the one day, and I was, you know, like I said, gingerly with it because I'm allergic to violet. I think I'll get the fragrance-free version so that I can give it a full go, and I'll get back to you on the new mask from Scene. Anyway, that's it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of your emails, checking in on me to see how I'm doing. And if you want to check out any of the products that I have mentioned in this video, I will link them in the description box. If you click on the word more, that will open and you will see everything that I've talked about in this video. Again, I love talking to you, so if you want to leave a comment, please do so in the comment section below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so now because I would love to see you next time. Until then, shine on.